If you've followed me for a while, you know that until recently, I've had 3 separate brands or businesses. Hungry AF was all about food and cooking, and now it has become the Reinventing Health pillar of Reinvention with Jenn Fast. In this new era, I'll be your guide for your health journey, sharing information and resources for nutrition, joyful movement, and body wisdom. If you're joining us from Productive AF, that community was where we dove into career pivots, entrepreneurship, productivity, and business strategy. That now becomes the outer reinvention part of our journey, where we'll still have conversations about career and entrepreneurship, but also about building a community and a life beyond burnout. My personal brand, It's Jenn Fast, and the Comeback Collective have always been about our inner reinvention, mindset, emotional well-being, self-trust, and the power of lived experience. That pillar remains an important part of our comeback stories. So, welcome to the very first episode of the Comeback Show since merging the Hungry AF and Productive AF podcasts into one home. Whether you're here for wellness, productivity, or the real stories behind midlife reinvention, you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you're here. Bringing these together is about honoring my own capacity and offering you a holistic suite of resources. Reinvention with Jenn Fast is now your sanctuary and community for real-life support in your comeback season, whatever that looks like for you. No more choosing between health, productivity, or mindset. Here, it's all integrated, and it's all about you. Let's make this real. To show you what integrated capacity-honoring living actually looks like, I want to take you behind the scenes of my own Sunday reset. The real one, not the booked back-to-back kind. For me, the Sunday Scaries used to start on Fridays before my work week even finished. In my most recent article on the new reinventionwithjenfast.com website, I shared my exact Sunday schedule, copied and pasted from this past Sunday, and how I use gentle anchors to create rhythm and flexibility. Every morning at 6 a.m., I get an AI-generated summary delivered straight to my inbox. It includes my schedule for the day, important emails summarized, tips, inspiration, reminders, and encouragement. The article was called Inner Reinvention, My Sunday Reset Ritual to Recover from Burnout. I'll link it in the show notes for you. But here's what you don't see in that article: the intentional white space you probably didn't notice in the gaps in that schedule. Some things, like meals and movement, are anchored at set times, but the rest of the day is always left open for what matters in the moment, whether that's working on my business, indulging in a hobby, fussing with my houseplants, napping on the couch, or being available for family. This flexibility is a radical act of self-trust, and it's changed everything about how I show up for myself and my people. It's the key element in finally ending the Sunday Scaries. The article also dives deeper into why rest isn't laziness and how tiny rituals, what I call tiny proofs, anchor my week. I talk about the old scripts so many of us carry, that rest is only earned after productivity, or that it's selfish to take a break. But the truth is, rest is essential to well-being, even if you have to put it on your calendar. Every gentle choice I make counts as real progress, and the more I practice this, the more I realize that sustainable change is built on consistency, not intensity. In the post, I walk you through my Sunday schedule in detail, highlighting how each block supports my nervous system, self-trust, and capacity. From a protein-forward breakfast to a full-body wind-down in the evening, it's about celebrating every tiny proof that I'm building a life at my body's pace, not hustle culture's. If you've ever felt guilty for resting or wondered how to reset without guilt, this episode and the article are for you. Because this isn't just about my story. It's about building a space where we can all practice capacity honoring together. Consolidating my 3 podcasts wasn't just a business move. It was a personal commitment to model what it looks like to honor capacity in real time. My hope is that this space becomes your sanctuary for lived experience, practical frameworks, and honest community. If you have a story, an expertise, or a reset ritual to share, I'd love to feature you as a future podcast guest. Just reach out. And speaking of community, I want you to know what's coming up because these events and resources are designed with your real life and comeback journey in mind. I'm excited to share where I'm showing up this month and what you can look forward to. In the 30 Days of Experiments bundle that runs from March 15th through the 30th, I'm contributing my 6 Days to Niche Clarity email mini course. This is perfect if you're feeling stuck or unclear about your next steps in business. I'm participating in the Beyond Corporate Burnout Virtual Summit from March 17th through the 19th. My presentation is called Lived Experience Eats Theory for Breakfast, and it's all about how real-life stories fuel true transformation. I'm also sharing the Comeback Year Month 1 Reset Kit. It's focused on fresh starts and gentle goals. The March Freebie Bonanza bundle runs from March 22nd through the 28th. In it, you can grab my 60 high-protein snack ideas ebook, great for anyone who wants simple, nourishing options that fit a busy schedule. I'm also presenting in the Aligned Life Summit from March 23rd to the 27th. My session is called Aligned Productivity After Burnout, and it will help you build a weekly system your nervous system can actually keep. Plus, I'll be sharing my Blueprint for Burnout Recovery email mini course. In each of these collaborations, I'm just one of the many coaches and entrepreneurs offering shared experiences and resources for free, so I hope you'll check them out. Make sure you're following on all the socials and are on my email list so you don't miss the links when they go live. If you'd like to collaborate, I'm always open to opportunities. I'd especially love to be a guest on your podcast or have you on this show, so let's connect. In the meantime, as I move through my weeks, I found a few tools and resources that make gentle resets and sustainable progress a little easier. I'll link those in the show notes. As you move into your own week, I invite you to reflect. What's one tiny reset that you can try this week? Where can you add white space to your schedule for true rest or joy? How might you honor your capacity, even if it means changing plans or saying no? You could journal about these, but I also hope you'll share your answers with us in the comments or by replying to the newsletter version of this show. I always recommend you check us out at our home base on Substack to make sure you have access to all the links. That site is comebackletter.substack.com. However you choose to answer those questions, remember, you're not alone on this journey. I'm right here with you, cheering you on as you create your own gentle resets. If today's episode resonated, check out the full article I'll link for you. I'd love to hear your own reset rituals or have you as a guest on this show. Reach out anytime. Here's to tiny proofs, new rhythms, and a gentle way back to clarity together. Thanks for listening to The Comeback Show. Until next time, please remember, you're not alone in this. Progress over perfection is real, and you belong here.